In today's episode, we remember the legendary freedom fighter Rani of Jhansi Lakshmi Bai, who was martyred on 18th of June 1858. Her stories of valor and resistance against the British still continue to fill everyone's heart with immense pride and gratitude.
Rani Lakshmi Bai was born as Manikarnika Tambe on the 16th of November 1835. Her father shifted to Bithur, where she grew up and came in close contact with Nana Sahib, Tantya Tope and Rao Sahib. She was affectionately called Manu by her parents and Chabili by the Peshwa. Lakshmi Bai received traditional education and welding of small arms. Beautiful, intelligent, energetic and courageous, she was married to Maharaja Gangadhar Rao of Jhansi in 1842.
A magnetic personality, Lakshmi Bai was endowed with high administrative caliber. Her only male child died in infancy, and her husband passed away on 21st of November 1853, nominating Lakshmi Bai as regent of his adopted son Damodar Rao. But she was not permitted by the British authorities to adopt a successor. Her territory was annexed under the Dalhousie's Doctrine of Lapse on 27th of February 1854.
Rani Lakshmi Bai's appeals to the British went in vain. When the First War of Independence started in 1857, Rani Lakshmi Bai was drawn into it and became the sole authority in her region. After the massacre of the British at Jokhan Bagh by the Sepoys on the 8th of June 1857 and their departure for Delhi, the Rani assumed the reins of government and successfully met the challenges posed to her.
On being attacked by British General Hugh Rose on 20th of March 1858, she heroically defended Jhansi for 2 weeks and eventually escaped to Kalpi on horseback along with her son. Later she joined Tantya Tope and Rao Sahib, but their combined forces were defeated by the British. Lakshmi Bai then reached Gwalior and surprised the British by capturing Gwalior.
When Sir Hugh Rose renewed the British attack on the Gwalior fort, the Rani fought to the finish, swords in both the hands and the reins of the horse in her mouth. She died a glorious death in the thick of the battle on 18th of June 1858. On the 18th of June 1946, freedom fighter Ram Manohar Lohia lit the torch of the last phase of the freedom movement against the Portuguese in Goa. Lohia openly defied the government orders against holding a public meeting at Madgaon and rebuked Captain Fortunato Miranda, the administrator of the district. While initiating the civil disobedience movement in Goa, Lohia wrote an open letter to the Goans. He made it clear that the aim of the movement was to win civil liberties, but that the methods to be followed were those of mass awakening.
Lohia invoked the Indians to help the Goan brethren in their fight for liberties. The Congress Working Committee at Wardha passed a resolution and to support the Goans in their struggle for the restoration of civil liberties. But the Portuguese rulers, without realizing the signs of the time, called the civil disobedience movement as Movimento da Rua, meaning roadside agitation. However, this agitation spread across the state. Goa, Daman and Diu were liberated in 1956 after 451 years of Portuguese subjugation, thereby wiping off the last colonial vestige from the Indian soil.